I originally wrote a script for this, but fuck reading that. So Japanese is a language that is pretty cool. It's wonderful. It's also notoriously difficult to learn, right? So that is why I am here. The title of this video, Learn Japanese with Me, is not. It's not me teaching you. This is rather an invitation from me to you to pick up and learn Japanese with me as I am learning it. Because right now, I have learned hiragana, katakana, and I'm onwards to learning grammar and doing Anki daily. Which Anki is this flashcard website that teaches you basic phrases. That's not important for now. Get that out of your mind, your fresh version for Japanese mind. Because, like, the first step you need to do with learning any of this is, 1, I have a Sachin hiragana chart, and I'm going to post a link to it or a Twitter post with it in the description so that you all may click on and download it and truly get started. Because what I did, and what I'm going to recommend you do is from right to left, top to bottom, is to write 5 characters each day. Don't do any more, don't do any less. Well, you can do less, but I'd recommend not doing any more because, especially in the early stages, you will burn yourself out. I've tried to learn this language like 3 times, and this is the only time I've actually gotten anywhere because I kept burning myself out on hiragana. So from top to bottom, right to left, 5 characters per day. So essentially, if you look at this chart, it'll be A, I, U, E, O, which are the characters you need to write down first. The way I'd recommend doing it, just for a learning sense, is to get a notebook and write an entire page of just the characters. Trust me, I know that sounds like a lot, but it will not take nearly as long as you think. Like, these characters are fucky looking. You have to ingrain them into your EOP mind to even get a solid grasp of what you're doing, or it will be difficult. Like, I found for myself, by the time I was, like, finishing a page, I was, like, my mind associated, like, not with, like, the letter A or anything, but it just, became like, I see the character in my mind, and it just makes sense. It clicks. And you want to go until you get that clicking sensation with the characters. And daily, this took me about 30 minutes to an hour to do, because some of the characters are more fucky than others, which there are some fucky characters, especially in katakana. But for now, hiragana. Just focus on hiragana. You can do this. I believe in you. And furthermore, what I used as a helpful resource, not something I would recommend just learning from intrinsically, because I am a firm believer that you should do the stroke order correctly, because after writing a few kanji, yeah, it's kind of important. But again, that's way ahead. Just now, focus on hiragana. You will be able to do it, one step at a time. We're in this for the long run together. But the resource I would recommend using, just as a quick review, is to watch the Nama Sensei videos, at least the ones on hiragana.
You stupid bitch.
Because if you are doing it at a rate of 5 per day, guess what? He does them at a rate of 5. So say you just learn A, I, U, E, O, and you're like, okay, I think I got those down, but I really want to make sure I got them down. Go watch the Nama Sensei video about hiragana, the first, because it's multiple different videos, but watch the first video on the hiragana series. Link will be in the description, and, you know, it's a helpful review, because he doesn't do the right stroke order sometimes, and myself, for my point, I was able to, like, in my mind, correct them and be like, okay, well, I have a good understanding of this, and it's a fun motivator, honestly, it really is. It's fun to do. It's fun to do. Like, this, doing stuff like that takes this from, like, a chore to something that is fun, which is important, because though learning can be a chore, taking fun in it is also something really, really cool. Also, I'd recommend scrolling through Twitter. Twitter is unironically a good resource if you're, like, just looking for Japanese, or if you follow a bunch of Japanese artists, because they post their captions in hiragana, usually. And it's a good way to practice and make sure you got it down. Like, scrolling through the Twitter timeline right now, it's been like a month since I started, and I can read all of the hiragana in their tweets. I don't necessarily understand the phrases or whatnot, but it is something my mind is like, okay, that makes sense. It's a good practice. It's something you want to use every day, which Even if you are only writing down one character per day, still try to do it daily, because this is something where repetition is only going to be a good thing. And if you follow all these steps or do it in your own way, hell, there's Anki flashcards. I'll link Anki in the description. But there's Anki flashcards for hiragana and katakana that will be good at like helping you get to memorize them even more if you want to do it that way. For myself, writing them down was pretty good because that's just the way I learn. But if you're a visual learner, by all means, all you need is the flashcards. So yeah, I hope you all enjoy. Let's continue the road to JOP, and hopefully, by the time this little series is finished, we will be able to read the Satsuki route together. Sleepy out, good learning. I'll check in on you all soon. Also, yeah, leave your progress in the comments. This is going to be a recurring series, because I recording it right now, I kind of like the way it's going, so, yeah, just do your best.